Hello everyone. Today in this video, I will discuss the method for finding the inverse of a square matrix using elementary row transformation. I will discuss the following points in this video: introduction, definition, rules, steps, solved example, and exercise based on it. First point is introduction. In algebra, as we know that for a given number, say there is a number a, which is not equal to 0. There exists a number 1 by a such that a into 1 by a or 1 by a into a is equal to 1, which is known as multiplicative identity, where 1 by a is known as reciprocal or multiplicative inverse of a. Multiplicative inverse of a. And it is also denoted by this symbol A inverse. In the same way, let's see in the matrix how to find out multiplicative inverse or inverse of a matrix. What is the definition? For a square matrix, for a square matrix, for a square matrix, this is mandatory. Matrix should be square. For a square matrix A, suppose its order is n by n. For a square matrix A of order n by n, the multiplicative inverse if it exists, this is mandatory. These two things are very much required. Square matrix, it should be square matrix, and multiplicative inverse should exist. I will tell you what is the condition for existence. If it exists, is a square matrix, is a square matrix, say B, of the same order, of order n by n, such that AB equals IN equals BA, where IN is the identity matrix of order n by n. IN is identity matrix of order n by n. If this exists, here this B is known as, what is this B known? This B is known as the inverse of A, and it is denoted by this. Hence we can say A into A inverse equals identity matrix equals A inverse into A. If this condition is satisfied, then we say that these are, and if we say that AB equals to I, we say that A inverse is B. Also, we can write B inverse is A. If there are two matrices such that AB equals I equals to BA, then these two matrices are inverse of each other. As I told you that the inverse of a square matrix, only square matrix is possible. Why this is so? If we take a rectangular matrix, then what will happen? A rectangular matrix of, or suppose A is any rectangular matrix of order, say its order is MYN, where M is not equal to 1, will not have inverse, because for product AB and BA, for product we know that for product AB and BA to be defined and to be equal, as I told you, these should be equal and they should be defined. It is necessary that A and B should be square matrix of the same order. For this condition, if we want to have AB equals to BA equals to identity matrix, this is possible only if it is a square matrix. Otherwise, it will not be possible. For example, we have the order of A as MYN and order of B as NYP. Then what will be the order of AB? Order of AB will be M by P. What would be the order of BA? It is NYP, B is NYP, and it is MYN. And here you can say BA is not defined. BA is not defined. It's not possible. So this is very much important that we can find out the inverse of a square matrix. Then we concluded that A, B equals to I equals to BA, that is, these are the inverse of A. This is possible only if A into A inverse equals to I equals to A inverse into A. Now, let's take an example. For example, I want to find out the inverse of a matrix, square matrix A 2, 5, 1, 3. I want to find out its inverse using elementary row transformation. So what are the steps and how to go about it? What transformation, as the name suggests, elementary row transformation means in rows we will do some transformation. So which transformations we will do and why we will do the transformation and what is the purpose of doing the transformation we will learn here. For example, I want to find out its inverse if exist. So what I will do, as I know that I can write A equals AI, or I can also write as A equals IA or A equals AI. Into which I told you, because the multiplication of these two is equal to A. I can write A as AI or IA. What I will do, I will substitute this matrix 2, 5, 1, 3 and identity matrix 1, 0, 0, 1 and A will remain as it is, this A. Similarly here. So what is the purpose? If I am writing A equals IA and I am writing A equals AI, in this case, I will apply row transformation method to find out the inverse. Row transformation method means I will do the elementary transformation in rows only. And in this case, I will apply the column transformation. You have to take care this thing in your mind. Keep this thing in your mind that whenever we are writing A equals IA, we have to apply row transformation, and whenever we are writing A equals AI, we have to apply column transformation. Now, I have taken the example, say I want to find out the inverse of matrix, square matrix A equals 2, 5, 1, 3. I can write it like this. So what I will do means what is the purpose? Now what I will do, if anyhow this matrix becomes I, anyhow by doing the transformations in row and column. The transformation which we will do in LHS, same transformation we will do in RHS. Suppose I want to write R1 equal R1 plus R2, which transformation I will tell you what are the transformation. The transformation which I will apply in LHS, same transformation we will apply in RHS, and ultimately what will happen, this will become identity matrix and this will become some matrix, some square matrix will come out. And this will be, say this is the B matrix and this will be actually A inverse. A into A will be I, because we know that A will remain as it is. And if the multiplication of those two matrices is identity matrix, then this is the inverse of given matrix. But how to apply the transformation and what should be the order? Let's see. Actually, what is elementary row transformation? What we will do, we will just play around with the row in case of row transformation and column in case of column transformation, because here in this video I'm taking only row transformation. I will talk about only rows. What we will do, we will play around with the rows. What is its meaning? Means adding, multiplying or swapping until we make matrix A into a identity matrix. As I told you, we have to make it identity matrix. And by also doing the changes to the identity matrix, it magically turns to the inverse. Elementary row or column transformation are simple things like adding row, column, multiplying and swapping. Let's see the pattern. What would be the pattern for a 2x2 matrix? For a 2x2 matrix, for example, I have taken this 2, 5, 2, 5, 1, 3. I have taken 2, 5, 1, 3. I want to find out its inverse. So what I will do, what pattern I will follow, what I will do, I will write it 2, 5, 1, 3 equals identity matrix into A. Then I will do few transformation to make it identity matrix. But what should be the order of applying the transformation? What will happen if I will apply the transformation? What will happen? Suppose this should be the order. This should be the order, means we will follow this U pattern. What is the meaning of this U pattern? Means first I will make it 1. I will make it 1. Then I will make it 0. That is, I will make over here 0. Then I will make here 1. Then 0 again. I will follow this pattern. If I will not follow this pattern, then for example, this 1 is 0. I have made 1 over here, then 0 over here, and I want to make it 1 over here. And if I want to make it 0 over here, if I am not following any particular pattern, what will happen in making, for example, I am making it 1 over here, it will become turn out to be non-zero again here. But they should not get affected. If I have made it 1, it will remain 1 till the last step. If I have made it 0, it should remain 0 till the last step. Otherwise, it will become difficult to get identity matrix this side. This should be the pattern. This is the way. Means first I will change this element. I will make it 1. Then I will make it 0. Then 1. Then 0. This U pattern we should follow. U. Keep U in your mind. And this pattern. And for 3 by 3 matrix, we will apply this. First, we will go like this. We will make it 1. Then 0, 0. Then 1. Because identity matrix of order 3 will be this. So first I will make it 1. Then 0, 0. Then 1. then 0, then 1, then this, then this. Keep W type in mind. Follow this pattern. Somehow W type. What are the transformation? How can I do? What transformations are possible? Means what changes we can do in row? Let's see. Number 1. Actually, I told you there are 6 elementary transformations, elementary operations on a matrix, 3 on rows and 3 on columns. But I'm talking about rows only. So what is the meaning of transformation number 1? Number 1, any 2 rows or column are interchangeable. Means we can interchange 2 row or columns. If we want to make some change, we can interchange. For example, I want to make, this is the matrix, A equals I, A. I have taken this example. According to my pattern, what I will do? First agenda will be to make it 1. I will make it 1, then 0, then 1, then 0. This is the pattern. What I can do? I will write over here like this. R1 can be interchanged with R2. We can interchange. In place of R1, I can write out R2, or in place of R2, I can write out R1. Write down R1, 1, 3, 2, 5. Similarly, this side, 0, 1, 1, 0. This is the meaning of this line. Any 2 rows or 2 columns can be interchanged, and we denote it by like this. Here I have interchanged R1 and R2. I will write like this. Number 2, all the elements of a row or column can be added to corresponding element of another row or column by any, multiplied by any non-zero constant. For example, I have taken the same example, 2, 5, 1, 3 equals IA 1, 0, 0, 1 into A. First transformation I have made R1 arrow R2. What I will do? 1, 3, 2, 5, then 0, 1, 1, 0 into A. Now my next step would be I will make it 0, because this pattern should be in your mind. 1, 0, 1, 0. To make it 0, what can I do? I can apply this rule. I can multiply this number by 2 and I can subtract from R2. This, any row or column can be, if the element of ith row or column are being added to the element of jth row or column multiplied by a non-zero number k, then we can write like this. For example, if I want to write over here R2 arrow R2 minus 2R1, I can write like this because I want to make it 0. There is no change in R1, so I will write like as it is, R1 as it is, and R1 will remain as it is. There is a change in R2. R2, yani 2 minus 2, 0. 5 minus 6, this is 5. 5 minus twice of R1, 5 minus 6, that is minus 1. Similarly here, R2 minus twice R1, that is 1. R2 minus twice R1, that is minus 2. This is the meaning of this step. Am I clear? Next is third step. All the elements of any row or column can be multiplied to any non-zero number. For example, I have reached till this step. 1, 3, 1 3 0 minus 1 equals, I have got 0 1 1 minus 2 into A. Now according to this pattern, what I am supposed to do, I have to make it 1. What can I do? What can I do? R2 divided by minus 1. Both side I can divide by minus 1. That is, R1 will remain as it is, 0 1 minus 1 2 8. Now my purpose is to find out 0 over here. What can I write? R1 arrow, R1 minus 3R2. There is no change in R2. It will remain as it is. R1, 1 minus 3 into 0, that is 1. 3 minus 0 minus 3, that will become 3. 1 minus 6 will become minus 5. And you can see over here, this has become identity matrix. So this is known as the, here we have I equals, so it will be A inverse into A. So this is A inverse. So these are the transformations, and this is the pattern which we will follow. So what are the things we have to keep in our mind? Number one, we have calculated this one. Number one, first is we can interchange any rows. First step is this, according to the requirement. Second, we can, suppose I is there, we can add or subtract the multiple of any other row or column. This will be wrong if I write I equals Rj plus minus Kri. Similarly, we can take over. This is wrong. Means we can add or subtract in a row the multiple of any other row or column. Third step, we can multiply or divide any row by a constant. And we cannot write like this Ri equal, we cannot add any number to it, we cannot subtract any number, we cannot divide, multiply any two rows, we cannot divide any two rows, but we can multiply by any number, or we can divide by any number. We can apply this. These are known as the steps of transformation. Means only these operations can be done. These cannot be done. Now we have already calculated the inverse of 2513. What would be the condition if inverse does not exist? For example, if we have this 6 minus 3 minus 2, 1. A equals IA, first step, that is 6 minus 3 minus 2, 1 equals I is this. Now, according to the pattern, write down the pattern over here. According to the pattern, first of all, I will make it 1. So I can write R1 arrow, R1 divided by 6. That is 1 minus 1 by 2, 1 by 6, 0. This will remain as it is. Now, second step is I will make it 0. That is R2 arrow, R2 plus 2R1. R1 will remain as it is, both the sides. No change in R1. R2 plus 2R1, that is minus 2 plus 2 into R1, yani R2 plus 2R1, 2 into 1, that is 0. 1, second element 1 plus 2 into minus R. It will become 0. Same way we will write over here. Same way we will write over here. What will become? It will become 1, 0, R2 plus 2, yani 1 by 3. And it will become 1. And here you can see one change. We have to check the LHS, not the RHS. If on doing the transformation, whenever we are doing the elementary transformation in rows, and if we get all elements of any row or column 0, then we can say that inverse does not exist. And here we can say the all elements of R2 are 0. All elements of R2 in LHS are 0. So A inverse does not exist. A inverse does not exist. So this is the case when inverse does not exist. Now taking 3 by 3 order matrix. So Y2 is very simple. We can do it. The steps are less. But if it is 3 by 3 matrix, how to do it? Let's see. So we have the example over here. If A equals 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 1, find A inverse if exists using elementary row transformation. First of all, we will write down A equals IA. That is 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 1 equals, we will take I, yani identity matrix of the same order, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1 into A. And we should keep the pattern in our mind. I have told you, if we have 1, 0, 0, then 1, then 0, then 1, then 0, then 0, then 0. This is the pattern. First of all, we will make it 1 over here. And you can see 0 is here. What can be done? What can be done? We can write, we can interchange these two rows. R1, double arrow means we are interchanging. 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. Same transformation will be done in RHS. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 into A. Now the next step. I have to make it 0. It is already 0. Good. Then I have to make it 0. What can be done? R3 arrow, R3 minus 3R1. there is no change in R1 and R2. That is 1 2 3 0 1 2 0 1 0 1 0 0. R3, it will become 0. 1 minus 6, that is minus 5. 1 minus 9, that is minus 8. This will be 0. 0 minus 3, 1 will remain as it is. Now, what is my next step? According to what would be my next step? My next step would be, this is 1 0 0, 1 is already there. Then I have to make it 0. I can write R3 arrow, R3 plus 5 R2. Means there is no change in R1 and R2. 1 2 3 0 1 2 0 1 0 1 0 0. R3 plus 5 R2. R3 plus 5 R2. That is 0. That is 0. R3 plus 5 R2 minus 8 plus 10. That is 2. It will become R3. This will become minus R3 plus 5 R2. That is 5. R3, that is minus 3. R3, that is 1. Now, the next step is 1 0 0 1 0. Now I have to make it. No. The pattern is, next step is next step 1 0. I will make it 1 because this pattern is there. 1, then this. So what can I do? R3 arrow R3 divided by 2. That is 1 2 3 0 1 2 0 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 0 5 by 2 minus 3 by 2 1 by 2 into 8. Now I'll make it 0. R2. What can be done? What can be done? I have made it 1 R3 plus 5 R2. Then what I will do? Now we will make it 0. That is R2 arrow. R2 minus 2 R3. Taking it R1 and R3 as it is. Now R2 minus 2 R3. This will become as it is. This will be 0 1 0. And this R2 arrow, and 1 minus 5 by 2 into 2. That is minus 4. Then it will become 3 and it will become minus 1. Now the last step. What is the last step? Not the last 2 steps are left. We have to make it 0. What we will do? Let's see. It is 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1 equals 0, 1, 0 minus 4, 3 minus 1, 5/2. It is minus 3/2 and it is 1/2. Into. So I want to make it 0. I can write R1 arrow, R1 minus 3, R3. R2 and R3 as it is. We will make change in R1 only. What will be the changes? R1. It will become 1, 2, and 0. It will become 0 minus 3 into 5/2. That is minus 15/2. Then R1, that is 1 minus 3 into minus 3/2. 1 plus 9/2, that is 11/2. Similarly, 0 minus 3/2 will be there. 0 minus 3 into half. It will become this. Now the last step is we have to make it 0. We have to make it 0. So what will be the R1 arrow? R1 minus 2 R2. No change in R2 and R3. We have to make the change in R1. R1 minus this, it will become 1. R1 minus this will become 0. R1 minus this, it will become 0. Now, taking this, R1, that is minus 15/2 minus plus 2 into minus 4 and 8. That is minus 15 plus 16/2. That is 1/2. Similarly, 11/2 minus 6. That one is minus half. And it will become minus 3/2 minus plus 2 into 1. That is minus 3 plus 4/2. That is 1/2. And what we have observed, ultimately what we have got in LHS, we have identity matrix. In LHS, we have identity matrix. So this will be A inverse. A inverse will be this 1/2 minus 1/2, 1/2 minus 4, 3 minus 1, 5/2 minus 3/2, 1/2. This is the required inverse. And we can see whatever operation we do, we use only row. No column will be used anywhere. And this is the exercise based on the concept which I have discussed in the video. You can take the screenshot and you can try this exercise. That's all in this video. If you like the video, kindly like, share it with your friends. To get more informative videos in future, do not forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching. Have a great time in life. Live your dreams.